He had some tough losses, obviously, the two to the John Elway-led Broncos back in the 80s when he was coach of the Cleveland Browns of the AFC Championship game. He had some tough ones in Kansas City as well, but maybe the toughest was that 0-16 that you were part of. You guys were 14-2. Phillip Rivers as the quarterback, LaDainian Tomlinson as an MVP, running back, fantastic standouts like yourself and Sean Merriman, et cetera, on defense. It was a great team at 14-2, and you guys had home field advantage. Patriots coming to town. Looks like you guys had sealed the game. Marlon McCree picks off Tom Brady. He continues to run. He gets stripped by Troy Brown. Patriots recover, go down the field, score. You guys end up losing that game. How often do you think about that game and that chance, because it was probably your best chance at a Super Bowl?
Of course I think about it, and it's one of those things that it's always tough on the stomach. But again, at the end of the day, only one team could come out happy. The more important thing, I believe, is, and I never want to say anything bad about the Spanos family, because I like all of those guys and the females in that family. But I think we shouldn't have let Marty go. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess everyone really feels that way. We just shouldn't have let Marty go. So I feel like that was the bigger disappointment, because when you come off a 14-2 season and you lose, and then you get fired, where's the standard? Basically, you're saying the standard is you win a Super Bowl or nothing. So I feel like Marty was the heart and soul of that organization, and I would have hoped that we could get a couple more years out of him, but we can't go back and redo the past. I just believe it was one of the mistakes that the organization made, but we all make mistakes, and everything's 20/20 in hindsight.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point, because that was also the last game Marty Schottenheimer would coach in the NFL. He went 14-2 and the number 1 seed, and he never got another head coaching job again. So that was kind of the end of his NFL career. Was it a little jarring for you guys to come back in 2007 and not have Marty on the sideline?
I wouldn't say it was jarring. I mean, guys love to play football, so no matter who the coach was out there, you were going to go and do your job, and do your job for your teammates. It's just that Marty and Norv just had two different coaching styles. Norv was a great coach as well. Norv was more offensive-minded and play calling, where Marty was more rah-rah. He was more rah-rah. He got you ready to go. You wanted to, like I said in my post, you wanted to go run through a wall for him. You really did, because he had a ton of knowledge about the game, and he had a ton of respect for the game. He had a ton of respect for his players, and his players respected him. So I think that was just the difference in their coaching style. We went with more play caller and schematics than X's and O's, run through a wall for a guy. So there was just a different coaching style, but guys still are going to go play and do their best they can, because guys enjoy playing the game, right? It's a game that we all love to play. So we were going to go play regardless.